my night wolves, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we are here and I'm going to be reacting to The Sims 2 50 funny little details not in The Sims 3 or Sims 4. So I played The Sims 1, The Sims 3, and The Sims 4, but never played The Sims 2. So I'm excited to see what I've missed. I played The Sims 1 like a long time ago. My cousin had it and she's like, "Oh, I got The Sims." I'm like, "Oh, what's The Sims?" Because I've never heard of it until she mentioned it. And she's like, "Oh, it's a cool little game." So she showed me the game and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I'm like, "Oh, I want The Sims now," but I never gotten The Sims. And then Sims 2, I think I might have played it with my cousin like a long time ago, but I don't remember it very much. And then The Sims 3, I actually had and played it non-stop. All the time, I played The Sims 3, and then, of course, now I got Sims 4, and I'm non-stop playing that game. So, I'm interested to see what's different from this game from The Sims 3 and 4.
The Sims, one of the most iconic real-life simulation games.
Before I get into this, I totally forgot. I will be putting the channel where I got this video down below so you guys can go and check it out for yourselves. And I will be popping the name of the person's channel up on the screen right now so you guys can see who it's from.
Ever made. While perhaps the latest release of The Sims games might be more relevant, there is no denying that The Sims 2 has some of the most unique and realistic small details than Sims 3 or Sims 4. It will seem that The Sims 2 might win in terms of these, if only these features weren't caught in the future Sims games. Hello guys, this is Only Abi Doang and today—
Oh my goodness gracious, she's bouncing on the couch. I've never seen a Sims jump on the couch, and she's jumping and this guy is moving while she's jumping on the couch.
if your Sims are preparing food, they will open kitchen counters to take utensils like knives, bowls, pans, etc. This is of course highly different from The Sims 3 and 4 where the cutleries and other cooking utensils would come out of thin air.
In Sims 2, instead of them just magically appearing, they actually grab them out of the... I would love that. Like, it's so realistic. Like, instead of it just popping into your hands, you actually pull them out to use the utensils and stuff like that. Like, oh my god.
If a couple is sleeping on the bed, they will always snuggle together while sleeping. But that's not it. Once both of their energy needs become full, they will decide to lay there for a second and let their partner sleep on their chest before waking up completely.
That's so sweet and so cute. Like, oh my god, I would love that for my Sims to be in bed, snuggling together, and then one wakes up before the other, and they're like, oh, well, I don't want to disturb them, so I'm just gonna chill here until they are done sleeping, and then I'll get up. Like, I want that. Like, give it to us. Sims 4, why?
If your Sim has a flat screen TV mounted on the wall, there is an extremely rare chance where the TV could fall down and be broken down into two piles of scraps.
Oh my god! That's so... That'd be so funny, just like sitting there watching TV and then suddenly the TV that's melting on the wall falls on the ground and then just breaks into a million little pieces. Like, oh my god. That's just so... Oh.
Pretty sure it's already dying inside there. There is a small chance that your crying toddler will actually escape from their crib, so keep an eye out for your children.
Oh my god, yes, that'd be so freaking funny and so cool if you can have... And because toddlers, they can get into bed and out of bed on their own, but it'd be so cool if you can get a crib, put them in there, and then they try to escape and go and run off and do things. Like, that'd be so freaking... I want this in The Sims 4. Why isn't it not in this game? Like, oh my god.
Teenagers could grow acne if they frequently have low hygiene. You can, however, make them go away quicker with acne cream by clicking on a mirror.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, give that to us. We have acne for teenagers, but they just don't appear on The Sims. So they have acne in the game in The Sims 4, but you have to physically go into Create a Sim, put them on The Sim. But no, it should be like, oh, well, they're teenagers, so their hormones are all like out of whack. So they got zits and stuff like that. Oh, they didn't take care of themselves properly, so they ended up getting zits and pimples and stuff like that. Like, make that stuff happen on its own instead of having us as a creator go into having to put them on The Sims ourselves, you know?
Order a pizza and take a slice of pizza will actually be removed from the serving, unlike The Sims 3 and 4's magical pizza. Also, a slice of pizza freaking flops. That's totally
I don't know about that one because like the whole where if you take a slice of pizza, the pizza doesn't disappear. Because I'm pretty sure in The Sims 4 it does disappear after a while. Like when you first take a slice of pizza, it doesn't go anywhere. But after so many Sims taking a slice, the pizza does disappear eventually. But it doesn't happen like immediately, so maybe that's what he was talking about, that it doesn't happen immediately. But I'm pretty sure in The Sims 4, if you take a slice of pizza, if so many Sims take a slice of pizza, it does start disappearing. I'm pretty sure I seen that. And then that, like, hello, the pizza is flopping over, like physics. Like, give me the physics, man. I love that. That's so freaking cool.
a game changer. Some of the Sims talking animation will go according to the topic they're talking about based on the icon that appears in their speech bubble. For example, if one Sim is talking about bugs, they will act as if there were bugs around them. Or if one Sim is talking about ghosts, they will both act like a ghost and act scared. Another example, if they're talking about rocket ships, their hand motion will mimic a flying rocket. These really make socializing more unique in this game.
I would love that for Sims to do that, because when they're talking, they're just saying stuff and like you see in the speech bubble something pop up, but they don't act it out like they did here. Like, give me that. Like, that'd be so cool. Like, they're talking about ghosts and they're like both act scared or something like that. That'd be like so cool. Like, why did they take that out? I love that so much.
Eating while having low energy need could be annoying and funny at the same time. Your Sim's face could fall on their foot and they'll begin sleeping. You can wake them up, but if their energy need is still low, they will end up sleeping again.
Give me that. Like, that's funny. Because when Sims in The Sims 4 stop whatever they're doing, like they drop everything, get up, and then pass out. Like, I would love for a Sim who is exhausted to just face plant into the freaking food. Like, that'd be fucking hilarious. Give me the comedy. Oh my god. That's just so funny. Just like, like, it should be so freaking funny to see that happen.
Children and teenagers with at least 7 playful personality points will sometimes slide down spiral stairs automatically. Playful children.
That is so cool that they slide down the stairs. Like, I would love for children or adults even to freaking just slide down the stairs, which we have that in The Sims 4 kind of, but it was for ladders, not stairs, obviously. But for the ladders, they have it where you can slide down the ladder. Give us where you can slide down the freaking stairs. Like, if they're like in a really happy mood or something like that, and they're just like, woo, slide down the stairs and just like start dancing because they're just in a happy mood. Like, that would be so freaking cool. Like, give the Sims personalities. That's all. Like, they have no personality. They're supposed to have personality. That's the thing. They're supposed to have personalities. Sims 4 falls flat when it comes to personalities.
And teenagers could also play goofily with the fridge. I mean, who doesn't close the fridge door slowly to see when the lights are off back when we were young?
I was like that when I was younger. I was seriously like that when I was younger. I was just like, oh, there's a light in the refrigerator, and when I shut it, is it still on though? So I like it's like slowly open to see if it's like on still. And then later on, I did find out that it does shut off when you shut the refrigerator, and there's a button that when you shut it, the door pushes it to shut the light off. And then I found that out when I was like much older. I'm like, oh, what's this button? I never realized before. Presses it and then the light shuts off. I'm like, oh, well, that solves the mystery of me like slowly opening and shutting the door to see if the light stays on or shuts off.
Cars are really interactable in this game. The doors can be opened manually, you can talk with each other, kiss, woohoo, and listen to the stereo in it. There's also a proper animation of the car exiting the driveway.
I want cars in The Sims 4. I want it so bad. Like, you can see cars on the road and stuff like that, but you cannot get cars. The only way you can get cars is if you have like a cheat you can put in, and then you can get a car that's non-functional and it just sits in your driveway. Cool. But I would love to have a full functioning car. Like, even woohooing in a car. Like, oh my god, you can woohoo in the freaking car, man. And you can listen to music in the car, and you can even kiss in the car, just sit there and talk in the car, and then you can actually drive the fucking car. Like, where is this stuff? Why isn't it not in The Sims?
Cheap car doors could sometimes fail to close and your Sims need to close it twice. The car will also move in a jerky way.
That's so cool that if the car is super old and run down, but you can't afford to get a new one, so you have to, like, the door, like, fails to shut, so you have to sit there and jam it shut. I've had plenty of old cars when I was, like, younger, and we always had problems with it. Like, one time, we had a window that went down, but wouldn't go back up, so you, like, had to force it back up, and then once it was up, it was up. You could not put it back down. No matter how much you pressed the button, it wouldn't go back down, so the window was completely shut. And then one time we had a window that went down, went back up, but then stopped, and no matter how much we forced it up, we could not get it back up, so we had to end up having to tape it, put like plastic on there and tape it shut and stuff like that, just so when we're in the car, we're not freezing our ass off or getting rained on or anything like that. Yeah, so I had those type of cars when I was growing up.
Are sometimes smart enough to step over small objects like toys when they obstruct the way. At least they won't get stuck forever when surrounded by it like certain Sims games.
Excuse me, what? Sims 2, they fucking step over shit. They step over fucking shit. But in Sims fucking 4, they're so goddamn stupid. They're so god-forsaken stupid that they can't be like, oh, I'm gonna step over it. No. I'm gonna be stuck and I cannot move because there's something in front of me that I'm not gonna pick up either. Like, they won't pick it up either. They're just like, hello, there's something there. I can't get out. Like, hello, just go over and fucking pick it up. Or, step over it. But no! Like, Sims 4, why didn't you do?
If your Sim is drinking too much coffee, they will start shaking for a short time, even while doing other activities.
Are you kidding me? That's so freaking... I have no words. That's just so fucking cool. That is so true to real life, though. If you drink so much coffee, you start getting jittery. So, like, why don't the Sims do that? Like Sims 4, you're lacking in so many ways at this point. Like, there's so much I'm like, oh my god, I want to play The Sims 2 because there's so much amazing things in it, and it's so much better than The Sims 4. It is so much better than The Sims 4.
While sleeping with low needs or low aspirations, your Sims could sometimes have nightmares and wake up in the middle of the night, but they'll go back to sleep eventually. They will sometimes struggle and mumble in their sleep too. You can do that.
That is so cool. That is so freaking cool. Them having nightmares, and if they're having a nightmare, they'll sit there and go like, and then mumble in their talk in their sleep. Like, hello, I do that. Like, I mumble in my sleep. I talk in my sleep. And I know that because my mom, she's like, you were talking in your sleep last night. I'm like, oh, wow, really? And she's like, yeah. So I would love that for my Sims to, like, have, like, a nightmare, wake up from it, and then not be able to go to sleep for a while, but then eventually does go back to sleep. I would love for a Sim to, like, toss and turn and, like, cry, like, talk in their sleep. Like, they can cry in their sleep when they're sad and stuff like that, which is great. I like that a lot. But I would love for them to have nightmares and stuff like that.
Various things with newspapers. Some of the fun stuff that you can do with it are filling crosswords to increase your logic skill and making paper airplanes with it that can be flown for several times before breaking.
Oh my god, that is so cool. You could sit there and read the newspaper. Like, they don't have newspaper in The Sims, I don't think. That'd be so cool. Give me newspaper so we could just sit there and play with it. Fill in crosswords and make paper airplanes and throw them. Like, yes.
If children witness their parents arguing, they will run out of the room being upset. Once they're out, they will react by crying or getting irritated. Adults could...
Oh my god, yes, give me that too. Like if the kids see their parents arguing and fighting, they get upset. Like, yes.
Teach nursery rhymes to toddlers. Once taught, they can sing it by themselves occasionally.
Oh, that's so
Children will at the front door after the parents went home from work with a hug or a kiss. This will be done automatically if both have good relationship.
I want that. I want that too in The Sims. I want them. I want that so much. When they have such a really good relationship with their parent that they'll run out like, "You're home! Yay!" Hugs, kisses. Like, yes, give me that. I want it.
Sims with lazy personality will be more regularly stand or walk in a slouched position. The flat
That's so funny that they will walk in a slouched position. But the thing is, you can do that with The Sims, but you have to do it in Create a Sim.
screen TV mounted on the floor will need to be pulled away in order to be fixed. Once done, it'll stay in that position until you push it back again manually.
Move on.
Children usually have their own silly dancing moves when dancing to a stereo, like swaying around or bopping their heads. Maybe because they don't know how to dance properly yet. Aside from napping and
That guy's editing in the. I didn't edit that in, by the way. The guy did. Kids in The Sims have like their little dancing, but and toddlers have their like little bopping.
sitting, your Sims could also lay down on their side like this on the sofa. Their comfort need will also raise faster by doing this. I think this is the only Sims game that knows how we actually watch TV in real life.
Like, come on! Like, seriously, are you like, give me? I want that.
If you keep looking closely at your sim while they're not doing anything, they could break the simulation wall and look at you. Yes, you, the player. Sims
That's so cool that if you stare at your sim, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're staring at me, so I'm gonna stare right back." Like, breaking the fourth wall, yes.
with
They
at
break
least
the
7
fourth
neat
wall.
personality points would sometimes clean windows with sponge. This action applies automatically and cannot be done manually.
In The Sims 4, if you give somebody the cleansiness trait, they will go around spraying all the surfaces and cleaning with a rag. So pretty much Sims 2 and Sims 4 are kind of the same. Like if you give a sim the neat trait in The Sims 2, they'll clean like windows with a sponge. But in The Sims 4, if you give somebody the neat treat, they'll go around with a spray bottle spraying things and wiping it down with a rag.
If there are two toddlers and one of them is drinking a bottle of milk, the other could steal their bottle. The toddler whose bottle was stolen from will then proceed crying.
Oh my god, I want that! I want that so bad! When you give the toddlers a cup or anything like that, like a drinking thing, they will sit there and if you give a drink to one toddler and the other toddler wants it or wants a drink or hungry or anything like that and you didn't give them one, they will physically go and steal the other toddler's freaking drink. Yes, give me that. I want that.
Teenagers could run away from home if they have bad relationship with the other house members. They will return eventually.
That is so freaking cool that they can run, the teenagers can run away. Yes, give me that. Like if you get into an argument with your teenager, they will physically run away.
When playing chess, unlike other Sims games where the chess piece teleports around, they actually move them individually and precisely. This will create a realistic and dynamic round of chess that makes sense. So expect a long game before one of them wins. If someone is using the shower and another flushes the toilet nearby, the Sim that's in the shower will freak out, probably because the water turns hot, stop showering, and nag on the Sim who flushes. After returning home from school, children will always check on their grade first. They'll get angry and crumple up the report card if it's bad, shrug it off if it's decent, and get excited if it's excellent. Then they'll run into their parents if they're home and show it off to them. The parents will also be as excited as a kid.
Yes, I would love that for if the kids came home from school, looked at their grades, and they're like, "Oh, this isn't so good," crumple it up and like throws it away. Or if it's like super good, they go running in and be like, "Mommy, Daddy, look I got a really good grade," and they're just like, "Yes, I'm so proud of you," and so happy, like, "Give me that."
When a Sim is writing in their diary and a Sim they don't trust walks in, they'll cover up their diary on their chest and won't continue writing until the other one leaves the room. Starving, they'll automatically open the fridge and do the stuff face interaction, where they try to find something that can be consumed like milk and small snacks. This will boost their hunger need a little. When you buy something from buy mode, everyone will react to the objects. If you buy something pricey, they'll get excited. But if it's something cheap, they'll be disgusted and complain. Well, you won't be complaining anymore after I put you in a swimming pool without ladders, you ungrateful little. Cushions in the couches and living chairs will actually slightly move when a sim is sitting on it. I'm actually really amazed when I found out about it. When a sim plays a game on a computer, they'll turn it on, wait for it to boot up, insert the game's disc, wait for the game's intro to finish, and then start playing the game. If you have The Sims 2 pets, toddlers can eat on a filled pet bowl, though they can throw up sometimes after eating it, but it's not a big deal.
Oh,
They can
but it's
also
not a
sleep
big
on a
deal,
pet
it's
bed.
fine.
This combo is perfect if you're too busy and want a self-sustaining toddler.
What?
If you invite Sims to your house, there's a chance they will steal your garden gnomes or newspaper. Then at midnight, one of your household members might automatically decide to leave the lot for a while to steal it back.
They stole it
If
back.
the kid is on a carpet, they can prank others by rubbing their feet to produce static electricity and then touch the target to give them a shock.
Oh my god, I used to do that all the time when I was a little kid. I would stand on the rug and like rub my feet on it, go like this, and then I'll walk over to someone and then I'll go zap, and then it'll zap them. I used to do that all the time as a kid. Oh my god, yes.
Playful Sims can choose to skip to the destination instead of walk. This method is faster than walking, but still not as fast as running.
That's so cool.
When a sim is running and needs to take the stairs, they'll actually take the stairs while running as well. I swear, this is the only Sims game that does this, and it's so efficient.
Excuse me? The Sims 4, okay? When there's a fire in the house and everyone's panicking. They're upstairs. They'll start running. They'll run. Get to the stairs. Stop running and walk down the stairs. Run a little bit. Walk down the stairs. Run. Then get outside. Up there's stairs. Walks downstairs. No. Give me the thing where if there's a fire, everyone's in a fucking panic. They run down the stairs, run down the stairs, run outside, run down the stairs, run outside. Don't give me the whole run, walk. Give me that. What is
If you
The
change a
Sims
baby
2?
or toddler's diaper, the dirty diaper will actually be dropped into the ground and you need to throw them away by yourself. You can also bathe a baby on a sink or change their diaper properly by using the baby changing station.
Yes, give me that. Like, we want more baby things. Give me that. Give me where I can bathe it. Change it on a changing table. Give me where if I throw it up in the air, the diaper just falls on the ground and somebody has to throw it away. Like, give me that, Sims. Not the bullshit babies that you fucking gave us.
There are a lot of social games that Sims can play with each other. Besides the usual rock, paper, scissors, catch, pillow fight, tag, and kiki ball,
Oh, that's so
they
cool.
can also play rat hands,
Oh, I did.
punch you, punch
I
me,
played that game.
tickle, cops and robbers, Mary Mac, swing around, and you can even play Marco Polo while swimming.
Oh my god, all these games I used to play when I was younger. I used to play Mary Mac. I used to play the slapping game where you slap each other's hands. I used to play the punching game where you punch the sim, like not the sim, the person. I played Marco Polo. Like, yes, give those things to us.
When a child does a dance together with an adult, they'll do this adorable dance with the child's feet stepping on the adult's feet.
Oh my god, I used to do that when I was little. When I danced with my dad, I used to step on his feet and he used to do that. Like, I would love for that to be like a thing in The Sims. Like, oh, I want to dance with my son or my daughter. And I dance with them and they step on my feet and we're going along and dancing.
Sims who are playful will have the option to play with the bathtub, acting like a diver, a swimmer, or a sailor.
Oh, that's so cute. I like
Sims
that
with
a lot.
serious personality, when directed to do serious stuff like using the telescope, playing chess, and other serious activities, would express their excitement first while looking at the screen. The same can be said to neat Sims that are directed to clean stuff, outgoing Sims that are directed to make the first move, and other interactions that are in accordance with their personality.
Nice. I like
Meanwhile,
that a
Sims
lot.
with shy personality, when directed to make the first move to other Sim, will express their discomfort while looking at the screen instead. The same can be said to serious Sims that are directed to do playful stuff and other interactions that opposes their personality.
I like that a lot.
Sims with grouchy personality will react by doing an evil smirk to the camera when directed to irritate someone. Children will have the option to show off some gymnastic tricks to someone. It consists of doing a cartwheel, a somersault, or
I
a
used to do
headstand.
that when I was little. I used to do
There
that
are
when I
hair
was
physics.
little. when I learned how to do a cartwheel or handstand or anything like that, I'm like, mommy, watch me. So I'll do it.
In this game, you'll quickly notice that Sim's hair will wave around even with the slightest movement. Some heads also do this. Sims can set an alarm to wake them up before going to work.
Oh yeah, I remember that, setting alarms for Sims. Sims 4 is lacking like so much, and to see The Sims 2 and all the stuff that they have to offer, and I'm just like, why is none of this in The Sims 4? Like, why? Like, I've seen a lot of videos, I should have reacted to them, but I didn't even think about it. There was like a lot of videos that I watched, and it was like kind of something like this where it goes over like things that are not in The Sims 4 or in The Sims 3 or whatever. Why is this not in The Sims 4? I feel like they cut a lot of corners, got lazy with Sims 4. Sorry, throw shade and stuff like that, but I just feel like they got lazy. They just got lazy and cut a lot of corners. There was like so much things that they could have done with The Sims 4. There was so much potential and they just fell flat, I feel like. But The Sims is still adding things into the game, so they could just change the future. You don't know what's gonna be held for the future, so it can definitely change. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm hoping in the future we get some good and interesting things for The Sims to make The Sims even more interesting. I love that game, I really do, but I feel like it's lacking so freaking much. Why is all this stuff in The Sims 2 but not in The Sims 4? Sorry for kind of hating on The Sims 4. I'm not really hating on it. I love the game. It just sucks to watch this video and be like, wow, so amazing. And then knowing what The Sims 4 is, it's like, it kind of fell flat, don't you think? But anyways, I love The Sims. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Ring that bell if you want to see more videos from me. Subscribe if you want to. And I'll see all you beautiful night wolves in the next video. Goodbye.
Love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah.